Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you can see, I have a new background going on. Even though it's not a new background, I'm still in the same room. I'm basically, the chair that I always sit in, I'm sitting backwards in the chair, like the back of the chair is right here in front of me. Hopefully tomorrow I won't be sore with like cramped legs and all that good stuff, but so yeah, this is my vanity here behind me, my makeup desk, and the boring wall that y'all usually see is now in front of me. So yeah, I kind of figured something a little different because I still haven't gotten like an actual background, so a little something to kind of perk up my videos, I guess. A couple weeks ago, I had asked you guys what sort of questions y'all want to know because I told y'all I was going to be doing a Q&A video. I had mentioned on my Instagram that if I got enough questions, I would go ahead and do the video, which I ended up getting a whole lot more questions than I thought I would. Whether or not I'm going to answer every single one of them, I don't know yet. And I had told y'all, please keep your questions clean, and some of you cochinos did not follow directions. So I will not be answering those questions. Also, some of y'all went ahead and asked some questions about some certain people that I told y'all not to ask about, so I'm not going to be answering those questions either. But I guess let me go ahead and get started into my questions here. Okay, question number 1, Lulu or Victoria's Secret? I really don't shop at Lulu's. I honestly don't even know what Lulu is. So I'm going to have to say Victoria's Secret because I have the Victoria's Secret card. It's the only store that we have here in Corpus. We don't even have a Lulu. So Victoria's Secret. We actually just went to Victoria's Secret the other day because David's mom for Christmas gave me a $50 gift card to Victoria's Secret. It was so funny too because David's sister and they were shopping for my Christmas gift, and both of them had went to like Sephora or Ulta, and they're like, well, I don't know what kind of makeup she uses, I don't know what she already has, like I don't know, you know, whatever. So for Christmas, when she hands it to me, when I opened the gift card, she goes, well, I got you that because I know you like to wear lingerie, so here you go. I was like, thanks. What are your aspirations? I aspire to just be a happy, successful person in whatever it is that I do, because honestly, I still don't know what it is that I want to do with my life. I know that I want to go back to school. I've been wanting to go back to school for the longest time. Like I said, I want to just be successful in whatever it is that I end up doing for the rest of my life. Of course, I would love to do like more modeling. I would love to do just anything really. So yeah, there's that. Next question, what advice would you give to a shy guy on asking a girl out simply for a date? I guess maybe liquid courage first, get a couple drinks in you, that way you loosen up, you feel a little bit better. Don't get drunk though, just kind of put 2, 3 in you and just walk up to her and be like, hi, how's your night going? What's your name? Da-da-da, whatever, and just kind of slowly just take it on from there. So what advice do I give? Just go for it. Just go for it. Like I said, the least you can do is say no. You walk off, and that's it. Honestly, I can guarantee you, nobody else in the place that's all around you, nobody knows what just happened. So it's not like people are gonna look at you and be like, oh my god, that guy just got turned down. Nobody's gonna know. Honestly, nobody even cares. Nobody's watching you. Nobody's looking at you. Nobody's, you know what I mean? So honestly, just go for it. Next question, are you happy at this time of your life? Yes, I am happy. Me and David are actually doing really well. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary. We live together. I have my 2 babies here. Life is going good. It's going good. I'm slowly picking up a little bit more here in my modeling. I'm back into my YouTube again. So yes, life is good. Life is good where I'm at. What is your most embarrassing moment? The most embarrassing thing that I can think of is it was 8th grade, theater arts. The play was called, I remember it was called The Paper Bag Bandit, and my part in the play was I played this girl that was like a dancer, and we're gonna put on a performance for the actual school, but I think it was only like 6th and 7th grade or something like that. Well, I forgot, and I got the days mixed up. I was thinking that like we weren't gonna do it for like the next couple of days. Well, I didn't realize we were gonna be doing our play for the school that day, so I didn't bring my costume. I don't remember what my costume was or what I had. But the day of, I'm like going through like the costume bin trying to find something that's like sparkly, sort of like dancey-ish, right? And so I had found I think it was like a tube top, and it was like it was like sequins, and you know, it was cute, whatever. So we're there, we're performing for, I think it was the 6th grade, maybe it was the 7th grade, can't remember. Anyway, so I'm there and my part comes on and I get out, and so I'm doing my part and I'm dancing and I'm dancing and I'm dancing. And all of a sudden, like, I'm supposed to be silly dancing. I know this. Like, I wasn't supposed to be serious. I'm supposed to be out there, like, goofing off, like, dancing type of thing. And I remember the entire crowd is just cracking up, like, hysterically laughing. And I'm thinking to myself, I know it's not that funny. Like, I know what I'm doing at the moment is not that funny. Like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, when I do a turn, I see my friend Luis off in the corner, which he was kind of like our little stagehand. I see him off in the corner and he's like, and so I look down and the tube top that I had was all the way down underneath my bra. Luckily I kept my bra on, but the whole tube top was underneath. So like my whole bra, my boobs, my chest was out. And so that's what everybody was laughing at. And as soon as I saw that, I stopped and I like, and I like ran off stage. Luckily, like my little dance part thing was over, but I was supposed to have stayed on stage and like to finish out the whatever, like the rest of the play. So, but that had happened. So, and I remember like I ran off stage and Luis like hugged me and he held me and he's like, oh my God, he's like, are you okay? Like what, like, you know, like what happened? And da da da. And so I'm like, I'm not even crying. Like my heart's just pounding like, oh my God, like what just happened? So that is my most embarrassing moment. What is the craziest thing you have ever done? I'm really not a crazy kind of like person. I really haven't done anything yet that's crazy. However, I do want to like go skydiving. I say that like I would want to bungee jump, but whether or not I actually do it, I don't know. The craziest thing, I did the zip line in Vegas. Like we went to the tall, like the high one, because there's like the kind of shorty one, the one that's on like Fremont, like old Vegas or whatever they call it. There's like the lower one and then there's like the higher one. We went to the higher one. So as far as I can think of, like, that's it. Like I said, like I really haven't done a whole lot of crazy things in my life, but like I want to, I just haven't done it yet. If you could give your younger self advice, what would you say? What would I say to my younger self? Life is gonna be okay. Life is gonna end up okay. You're gonna hit some bumps in the roads and you're gonna feel like life is over, but you're gonna be fine. Pick yourself up, Rikkie. You're gonna be fine. I mean, think about all the other times that you thought your life was over and look at you still living. It's gonna happen again. You're gonna be fine. Even though it's so cliche to say, but at the same time, it's always so true. Like, don't care about what other people think. And just be you. And you're good to go. Your favorite high school memory would probably be my days of drill team. When I tell people that I was in drill team, they automatically think like ROTC stuff, like with like the guns and like all that. Drill team, I don't know if it's like this for like all schools, but our like dance team at school was called drill team. And it's like the Rockette type of, you know what I mean? Like that type of like dancing or whatever. That was a fun time in high school, all those. I regret too, because I only did it my sophomore year. I missed being in it my junior year. So my senior year, I wanted to get back in it again, but the only way that I wanted to be in it was if I was captain. But my thing was, I was afraid that like I didn't want to like step on anybody's toes and like just hop right in and like go, or hop right back in and just go straight for like a captain position, even though I was out of it my junior year. So my senior year, what I had done was I was kind of like a helper to them. Like I still went to all the games and I was still there with all my friends and stuff like that. So yeah, so that was probably one of my best like high school memories, was always like being out with my girlfriends, like out on the football field and just having fun and all that good stuff. Would you ever go all the way blonde or another color like rose? Would I ever go all the way blonde? I actually want to be a lot more blonde. I still feel like I have a whole lot of like brown in my hair that I don't want. So I think what I want to do, I would always just say I wanted a high ombre, not realizing that what I wanted was called a shadow root. And so next time I get my hair done, which I don't even know when that's going to be, but the next time I get my hair done, I'm going to tell her that I want a shadow root and I want it to be a whole lot more like blonde. I want like a lot more blonde like up top. So yeah. Any modeling advice? If you're not comfortable with something, don't do it. Don't feel pressured into feeling like, oh, you have to do something because the photographer is telling you to. Luckily, I've never been in this situation, but I've heard stories or like I've read stories of like, you know, just things like this happening. If you don't feel comfortable, tell them. Speak up. Like, don't just think, oh, well, I was okay with doing the last one and he wants me to push it a little bit farther, so I guess I kind of feel like I have to. If you don't, let him know, like, no, I don't feel like I don't feel comfortable doing that. That's not what I'm trying to get across here. So there's that. And also I would say just have fun with it. Advice as far as like getting yourself out there, I don't know, because I'm still trying to do the same. So yeah, but the advice that I would have to say is have fun and be comfortable with anything and everything that you're doing. Have you ever cut your hair short? You have beautiful hair. Thank you for the compliment. Would you ever cut your hair shorter? My hair is down to my butt, and the shortest that I've had my hair in the past, like I don't even know how many years, the shortest has probably been like right about here. The shortest I've ever had my hair cut, I had like a little bob, in 3rd grade because I was obsessed with Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, and they had like the short bob hair, so I like begged my mom for me to go ahead and get my short bob hair too. And once I did it, I hated it. I think it was just because I was too young to actually know how to like do my hair or, you know, things like that. So I just never took care of it. It always kind of just like it looked frizzy and just whatever because I was in 3rd grade. That is the one and only time I've ever had my hair short, and I kind of just like scarred myself, and I don't think I'll ever go back. So I like my long hair. I do. And it was funny too because I was talking to my cousin not that long ago. I itched my nose. I wasn't picking it. I was itching it. And I had mentioned something about how my hair is almost back to the longest length that I've ever had, and she was like, why do you want your hair so long? And I was like, I don't know, it's just some sort of like weird like self-accomplishment. I don't know, it's just, yeah. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? What are your long-term goals? What are your goals for 2019? I don't know. I'm really bad. I don't do things like that. I don't set goals. I kind of just, I live life day to day. I go with the flow. I'm very just whatever happens happens. And yeah, so what are my goals? I guess I could say, even though I don't think of it as like I didn't set it as an actual goal, what I really want to do is just get back into my YouTubes a lot more, get back into, I guess, like more modeling and things like that. So I guess that's my goal, is to just keep up with it, really. Keep doing it. Don't slack. How do you stay fit? You have a beautiful body. How do you keep in shape? Please tell me your secrets. I know you're a foodie lover like me, so how do you stay fit? I don't. Sounds terrible, but my dad was 6'4", and I remember he told me when he went to the Air Force, he was 6'4" and weighed like 130 something. So my dad weighed pretty much as much as me, but like 6 inches taller. Or let's say I'm 5'9", 6'4", he's 7 inches taller than me. So, and honestly, the thing is, I'm really not that fit. Like, yes, I'm skinny, but what I do have on me is fatty. So even though I'm thin, I'm still very jiggly, if that makes any sense, which I hate. But, and me and David always talk about, oh, we need to get to the gym, and we're going to do this, and we're going to start working out, and we don't. How do you keep your skin looking flawless? I don't know. Again, I think just like me being skinny accidentally, from genetics, I think my skin is just genetics too. But actually right now, I'm actually kind of starting to break out because Aunt Flo's coming to visit tomorrow. And so I have a pimple here, and I have like a few like little here and there, which I was actually just picking at myself in the mirror like about an hour or two ago. So I was like really covering up with some concealer so that you couldn't see it. And yeah. But honestly, a lot of people ask me like, oh, do a video on skincare routine. And honestly, I don't really have much to say. Like, I don't use moisturizers. I don't use toners. I don't use like any of that, like nighttime stuff. I don't put on masks. I don't do nothing. Like, I'm terrible when it comes to my skin. The only thing that I will say, the only advice that I actually have to give is don't sleep in your makeup. Try your best not to sleep in your makeup. That's like really the only like thing that I have. That, and I exfoliate. I exfoliate my face a lot, and I know that's bad, and everybody's like, oh my god, you're not supposed to exfoliate your face every day. But I'm like, hello, like, you're the one telling me my skin looks good and this is what I do. So, and it's bad too. The same exfoliator that I use on the rest of my body, I use on my face too. And I just wash my face with regular Dove bar soap, and I think it's a pink bar soap, and I think it's like coconut milk something. It's a pink bar. It smells really good. And just when I'm in the shower, as I'm like soaping my face and like getting my makeup off, I will get the soap and like put it on my exfoliator. And it's not a hard exfoliator. It's a sponge exfoliator. I get them at CVS. It's a CVS brand, so it's the only place that I can get them at. And the bottom part of it is like a soft white sponge, and the top part is like a little, probably about a 1/4 inch thick of like pink, kind of like rougher sponge. And it's the pink part on it that's like the exfoliating part. So I just get the soap, the bar soap, and I put it on there, and I'm literally just like kind of like scrubbing my face like in circles and making sure that like I get everywhere. And I've kind of gotten to a point where like I have to do it every night in my showers, because if I don't, then I still feel like my face is like greasy for some reason. Like I feel like I didn't clean it enough. Same thing with the rest of my body. I exfoliate the whole rest of my skin every night too, because I feel like if I don't, then like I'm still dirty. Like I still feel like, and I know it's just my imagination, but it's just what I'm used to now. So if I don't feel like that exfoliated self, my exfoliated self, I just feel like I'm not clean enough. Favorite date night activity? Anything fun. Like I'm one of those, like I'm always down for whatever. Whatever we do, I'm the type that I'm gonna have fun anywhere that I go. So anything, if we're just gonna go to dinner and a movie, totally cool with that. If we want to go downtown and have a couple of drinks, or if we just want to go and like walk on Ocean Drive, which we haven't done yet, but I should probably bring that up to him because I think that would be romantic. I would have fun with that too. Or if we go, we've had like bowling nights, like I guess you could say sort of like a group date thing, because we did that last week where it was me and him, and then his sister and her fiance, and another friend of theirs and like his girlfriend. And so we all kind of did that and we had fun, and yeah, and like I said, I'm the type, I'm down and have fun with anything and everything that we do. So when the time is right, how many kids would you want to have? Would you like to have children, and how many? You would be an amazing mom. Thank you. Do you plan on having children? Do you plan to join motherhood anytime soon? Una little Rikkie. Hi gorgeous, do you plan on having children? Do you want kids? If so, how many? When we have a family of your own, I don't know if that's too personal. I don't know. My thing is I want to be married first. Like, I don't know, it's just my own personal preference. So, I mean, me and David, we've talked about kids, and he's already like, you know, he's like, I'm getting older, and he already has 2 boys. So he's like, I want a girl, and da-da-da, and he's like, I'm already getting older, and he's like, I don't want to be that old dad, and I'm like, I know, like, I feel like I'm getting older too, and like, I don't want to be an old mom. My thing is, I've always said I want at least 2. No more than 3 though. I for whatever reason, I grew up in a family of 3 of us in the house, and so I can't imagine like just being the only kid there just all the time. Not that it's bad, but like having to go to a friend's house, just like have company, you know what I mean? So I want at least 2, that way they have each other to grow up together and they can be best friends. Like I said, no more than 3 because I don't think I can handle 4 kids. So when will you have a family of your own? I don't know. Maybe sometime within the next couple of years. Don't know. Guess we'll see. Only time will tell. God knows when I'll have my family. How long have you been modeling? The very first modeling gig or like job, like paid job that I had was when I was 19 years old. I was actually working at Sprint at the time, and one of the guys that had went in there, a customer of ours, he had approached me and he was telling me about like this magazine that was going on. It was like a hot rod, like car magazine or something. And I was kind of just like, okay, I guess, like I've never modeled before, but I mean, hey, like cool, like, you know, you're interested in me, like it's something that I've thought about. So, okay, so I went ahead and I did it. And funny thing too, I remember they had promised, or he had promised me that I was gonna get, I think he probably told me he was gonna like email me the pictures or something. And I remember like weeks were going by, and like I was trying to get a hold of him, and I'm like, hey, like where are my pictures at? Like I want to see what's going on. And finally he had called me one day, and he was like, hey, I'm so sorry that I haven't gotten back to you. And I'm like, okay, like, you know, what's going on? And he was like, just do me a favor. He's like, go to this place over here, go pick up a magazine and let me know what you think. I'm like, okay, but like what about my email with my pictures? Like I still want to see that. And he's like, just go pick up the magazine and then call me and tell me what you think. And so I was like, okay, I guess, like fine. So I go to the place that he tells me to go pick him up at, and lo and behold, guess who's on the cover? Little 19-year-old me. Well, the funny thing was, this other girl was supposed to have been on the cover. I remember her name. I don't want to say her name, but I remember her name. That they had already like promised her the cover or whatever. And I guess whenever they took her pictures, that she didn't like the way they turned out, or maybe they didn't like the way it turned out, or there was something like wrong with it. And so instead they went ahead and they put me on the cover. I think there was probably like 10 or 15 different girls in the magazine. I got the cover, plus there was like some other like little inserts on the inside too. And I still never got my email with my pictures in it. So I still remember that. Photographer, I still remember your name too. I'm not gonna throw names out there. I'm not gonna bash anybody, but I still remember your name. I still see you around sometimes too. Still never got my pictures. What's your favorite restaurant? What's your favorite restaurant to go to in Corpus? That's kind of hard to say because I'm the type, like, I like fast food type of food. Like, I love Popeyes, I love Panda Express, I love Jersey Mike's, like, those are my favorite places to go to. So my favorite restaurant, ooh, if you want, it's like a sort of like a fast food type of place. If you want some good, like, gutter seafood, Boatnet. And some people, Boatnet's like a hit and miss with like some of like people when they go to it, it's either like, oh my god, they love it and the tartar sauce is freaking bomb, or it's like, it didn't do anything for me, I don't like it. So Boatnet's like a hit or miss. So if you want some good like seafood, Boatnet, I can have it like every day. Then they're like pickly sort of tartar sauce, so good. A lot of people like to eat the french fries with the tartar sauce. That's alright. My thing is I love the fried shrimp and the tartar sauce. Oh my god. Yes. How have you gotten over breakups? What advice do you have for someone with a broke heart after a breakup? How did you get over a broken heart? How did you start over without looking back? I don't want to say that I didn't look back, because there was a lot of looking back. It was tough. like, I'm not gonna lie, it was tough. There was a lot of crying, there was a lot of begging, a lot of pleading, and it got to a point where I got tired of it. Like, I got tired of crying every night, I got tired of feeling not wanted, I got tired of being told really ugly, nasty things, and I picked myself up, and it was hard. You know that there's better things than what you went through or what you were put through, and you know that you're worth more than that, and just knowing your self-worth is what helps you to keep going. Spending time with friends, spending time with family, getting out of the house. As much as you want to sit there and like be sad about things, and you just want to cry about things, and you just want to hope that they're gonna call even though they don't, and you just want to pick up your phone and call them and hope that they're gonna be like, oh my god, yes, I love you, I want to come back to you, let's do this again. Don't do it. Get up, get out of the house. As much as you don't want to, get your ass up and go. You have to get your mind off of things. That's the whole point of it, is to get your mind off of it. Get your mind in a different direction. Get your mind laughing. Get your mind with your friends. When you're out, don't talk about it. Tell your friends, don't let me talk about it. Like, if I start talking about it, change the subject, slap me, and let's keep on going. So how do you get over it? Don't stay at home. Get out, get your mind off of things, and keep going, girl or guy. Will you do makeup tutorials again? Yes, my thing is, like, honestly, I don't feel like I'm all that great with makeup. So a lot of when y'all are like, please do makeup tutorials, please do makeup tutorials, I'm like, why? Like, I'm not even that good. Like, I go on Instagram and I see all these girls that have like phenomenal makeup, and I'm like, I can't do that. A lot of the videos that I do are showing my techniques or my ways of doing things. That way, when y'all see other YouTubers, you see like Instagram videos and girls doing things certain ways, and then you try and you're like, why can't I do it that way? Well, my videos are to like help you, okay, well, here's an alternative way to do it. But yes, in short answer, yes, I will. What does true love mean for you? True love is unconditional love. Somebody that absolutely loves you for the person that you are, for who you are, for every little thing about you, for even all the little bad things that they may like get annoyed with or whatever. They still love that because it's who you are. It's still getting butterflies with that person so much more later, but at the same time, when you don't have those same butterflies in you at the moment, you still can't see yourself. You could see yourself without that person, and you know that you can do it, but you don't want to. You don't want to be without that person. You don't want to spend a day without them. You don't want to spend your life without them. You know that you could, but you don't want to, because they make you so happy. They make you laugh. They just make you feel so beautiful and wanted, and just... How do you make your hair so beautiful? Thank you. How do you keep your hair looking so healthy? I try to keep it out or away from heated utensils as much as possible. I shower at nighttime, and I pretty much go to sleep with my hair wet every night, and I wake up and you can see, this is my natural hair, like this random like wave that's underneath. This is my natural hair. My hair is so stupid. Like the crown of my head, like all this on top is straight, but then underneath I have like this wave. Even though my hair is crazy, stupid, whatever, I still try to stay away from blow dryer. I try to stay away from hair straighteners, curlers, whatever. The only time that I do is if I'm actually like wanting to do a look or anything like that. My random just day-to-day stuff, I don't blow dry my hair. I don't straighten it every day. I don't do anything with it. As far as products that I use, my shampoo and conditioner, I use the L'Oreal like Total Repair 5, something like that. Whether or not it's actually good for you, I always try to get like the stuff that's for like the extra damaged hair. Even though my hair isn't all that like messed up or it's not that damaged, I always like to go the extra mile, because I feel like there's like extra ingredients, there's extra nutrients, there's extra whatever in that stuff that even though my hair may not need it, I want it in my hair just to help my hair out that much more. Also, it's a 10. I use the one that is with the fuchsia top. I absolutely love it. It's what I use on my hair. It's a whole, but there's 10 different things that it does for your hair, and I love it. Also, I use the Garnier Nutrice argan oil, and I put that in my hair after my showers too. And yeah, that's what I do to keep my hair looking so healthy. Fears, joys, loves. Fears, losing a loved one. That's got to be like everybody's like biggest fear, whether from them passing or whether from them just exiting your life. Somebody that you absolutely love and, you know, is a part of your life. Losing people, it's a heartbreak, and it is, I don't like it. I don't even want to think about it. Joys, date nights with my mans, family, friends, my doggies, mama's babies, which they're asleep right now on the floor. I got one on this side and I got one on that side. I got Sophie and Julie on this side. Loves, food. I loves pasta. I love my boyfriend, I love my family, I love my mom, I love my grandpa, I love my sisters, I love everybody. Just family, friends, yes. How do you network? Do hair and makeup artists find you, or do you have your own go-to people? There have been times where like photographers will, you know, reach out to me and they'll ask what they'll want to shoot, or makeup artists will reach out to me and they're like, hey, I want to use your face. So as far as having my own people, I don't have my own people. When it comes to a lot of my photo shoots, I do the makeup myself, really, unless, like I said, there's a makeup artist that gets in contact with me and she's like, hey, I want to use your face, and of course, and she's gonna do it. In that case, then they'll usually probably have like a hair person, or the makeup artist will do the hair too. If not, then she'll just tell me, and so I'll do a quick curl, or I'll do a quick like straighten, or just something like that. How do I network? Just my Instagram. My postings of my pictures and things like that, and they reach out to me and we link up, and that's it. What's your ethnicity? I always think you're Latina or mixed with Latina. Beautiful. Heart. Beautiful. What is your heritage? I am a little less than half Mexican and white. The white side is Irish and Scottish, I believe. I think there's Irish and Scottish on my dad's side. And then on my mom's side, my grandpa's great-grandpa, he was an Irish man, and they married Mexican women just all down the line. So then you get to my grandpa, and to me, he hardly even looks like the slightest bit white. And so, yeah, like I said, my dad's side, I think there's Scottish and Irish. My mom's side, there's Irish and Mexican. So, and then you get this. You get me. What kind of makeup are you using? You always have such beautiful skin. What's your favorite foundation? At the moment, which one did I put on tonight? Tonight I have this one on. I have the Maybelline Dream Mousse, Liquid Mousse. This one used to be my favorite. The L'Oreal True Match used to be my favorite until I finally started venturing out. And then I had found the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1. Also, a lot of the times when I use this one, the Maybelline Fit Me, a lot of people, I always get compliments when I wear this one, but I'm running out of it and I need another one. That's why I have it sitting back here like upside down. That way, if I ever do use it, the foundation's already at that end of the bottle. I'm not sitting there having to trying to get it out. But that one I get a lot of compliments on whenever I wear it. A lot of people say that my skin looks really good in that one. So this one I was using this one for like a lot, like consistently a lot, until I started running out of it. So I'm probably gonna start going back to this one again as soon as I get another bottle of it. So this one, I would say probably this one, the Matte and Poreless from the Maybelline Fit Me. My color is 128 in Warm Nude. So yeah, that's the foundations that I'm using. That one, probably one of my favorites as of right now. What did you want to be when you grow up? Did you ever change your mind? Yes, when I was little, I wanted to be a veterinarian until I realized that you have to give animals shots and sometimes you have to put them down, and that made me super sad and I didn't want to do that. So I'm still like a huge animal lover. And actually, it's funny too because David, he had actually started going to school to be a veterinarian, and he actually started taking like a lot of like animal like science classes and stuff like that. Yeah, so like a lot of times when like random things come up about like my questions about like animals, or like we're sitting there watching like, because he watched like a lot of like wildlife like shows on Netflix and stuff, and like they're talking about, and he's like, yeah, and he's telling me this. I'm like, how do you know all this? And he's like, babe, like, don't forget, I started to go to school for this. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. So I didn't want to be a vet until I found that out. And then I also wanted to be a teacher. And I don't even know why I kind of like fell out of that. I wanted to be like a pre-K teacher. And then I also wanted to be a middle school algebra teacher. So yes, my mind did change a lot. And I'm trying to think what else did I want to do. For a little while in high school, I wanted to be an interior designer. And yeah. So yes, my mind did change, especially right out of high school. And I am still in the boat of I don't know what I want to do with my life. Dream job would be to travel the world and go to a whole bunch of tropical places, a whole bunch of beachy sort of places, and get paid for it. Whether or not that dream exists, I don't know, but that is my dream job. Chick-fil-A or Chipotle? I would definitely have to say Chick-fil-A. Chipotle, I don't know, it's just, How often a day do you go barefoot? All the time. If I'm home, my shoes are off. I mean, of course, if I'm out, if I'm outside, running errands, at work, of course I have shoes on, but I'm the type, as soon as I get home, my shoes are coming off. So how often a day do you go barefoot? I don't know how to answer that. How often a day? But if I'm home, my shoes are off. Would you ever start vlogging? Please do. I would love to see a day in the life of Rikkie. My life is so boring though. Like honestly, like my Monday through Friday, I work 8 to 5. And then on the weekends, it's kind of like just my day to relax. That or like me and David are like running errands or just like, I don't know. And I feel like that stuff is boring. Nobody wants us to go see us eating at Jersey Mike's and then like coming home after that. Or like a lot of times like he'll have like little photo shoots to do on the weekends. So I'm usually like helping him or we're doing a photo shoot like on the weekend. I don't know, like I feel like my life is boring, so I'm like, I have nothing to record, and he's like, well, make stuff up. I'm like, no, I don't want to make stuff up, like, that's not fun. So, yeah. So, yeah. Do you believe in ghosts? This freaks me out, guys. David says that he has a ghost that follows him around, and, like, she won't leave him alone, and he told me that he's seen her here in the apartment since we've been here, and we lived here since we moved in September, I think. And he says that he's already seen her twice, and it freaks me out. He told me that, like, she's been following him around for, like, years now, and he even said so, too. Like, other people have seen her. He was telling me it was more like when we first moved in. It was before the dogs were here, and that's one of the things, too, that he tells me is, like, whenever the dogs are here, he's like, I feel like that kind of helps to keep the spirits away, like animals do. And so it was before the girls had gotten here, and we didn't get the girls into the apartment until like December time-ish. It was a couple weeks after Thanksgiving, that I remember. And so before that, he had told me, and it was when we had his boys here, because his boys come, you know, every so weekends, and it was one of the weekends that the boys are here, and him and the boys were in the living room playing video games, whatever. It was super late at night, and I had already went to bed. Well, he tells me he hears somebody walking down the hallway, because we live upstairs, so when you walk, there's that like slight echo, you know, between like the two floors. And he tells me he hears somebody walking down the hallway. And he says he kind of sees something like out of his like peripheral. And he thought it was me. So when he looked, he saw it like, and I was like, no. He didn't even tell me about that one. He didn't tell me until the next time he saw her. One of the mornings he had told me that he was laying on the bed like sideways. And the way that our room is set up, like, let's say his closet door is right here, and, like, there's the wall, and there's another wall here. Well, our bed is facing this way. He said that he was facing this way across the bed, and, he says that he can see the girl again. He says she's always wearing the same thing. She's always wearing, like, a long, white, flowy dress, and she has long, dark hair, long brown hair. And he says that he's texting me, and he says that he can see her, like, out of the corner of his eye. And he says that he even thought to himself, like, fuck, she's there. And he's like, I can see, like, he's like, out of the corner of my eye, he's like, I can see her perfectly standing there. And I was like, no. Like, he didn't even tell me that, like, she followed him here until, like, he tells me that story. And he says, like, as soon as he, like, looked that way, he saw her again, like, just... And I was like, oh, why do you have to tell me this? I'm all like freaked out and stuff like that. So once the girls got here, he told me he hasn't seen her like since the dogs have been here, since the girls have been here. So, do I believe in ghosts? Yes. Ghosts / spirits, I really don't know what the difference is, but favorite chick flick. I am a huge Jennifer Lopez fan, so I love like The Wedding Planner. I love Monster-in-Law. I'm a huge Julia Roberts fan, and I also love Pretty Woman. And I'm trying to think what other, is Knight's Tale considered a chick flick? Because that's another one of my favorites. So yeah, that one too. What is your favorite and least favorite thing about living in Corpus? What is living in Corpus Christi like? A lot of people that aren't from here always have a lot of like positive things to say, you know, I love Corpus, it's so great, and da da da, yes. Once you live here, I guess because it's all just the same thing over and over again, you kind of feel like it's boring and there's nothing to do here. I don't know, other people here, they like to go downtown and they like to walk, you know, down shoreline or pretty like sidewalk. The water's right there, even though the water's ugly and it's brown. And there's the marina that like all the boats are like docked at. And there's like restaurants downtown and stuff like that. And of course there's the museum of her, and there's, you know, her like burial site and things like that a lot of people like to go to. But when you live here, like, it's just, you're used to all those things, so you're just like, well, I don't want to do that. I've already done that 20 times already. You'll have fun if you visit. You'll be bored if you live here. How old are you? What are your plans for the future? Are you planning to be a professional model? I'm 31. Plans for the future, I don't even know. I'm a very go with the flow kind of person, like I said. Is modeling as a full-time career still something you consider? Cause you're bomb. 1, thank you, girl. 2, something I'd consider full-time. I feel like I'm too old to go full-time now, because a lot of people, you always hear like you have to start young, like you have to start when you're like 14, 15, 16 years old. That way, like, if you do hit it big, you hit it by like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and you know what I mean, then you're kind of set. I'm already about to be 31 in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, and I just feel like my time's passed. Like, so I do it as a hobby. I mean, if for whatever reason, like, it kicks in and all of a sudden I start modeling full-time because somebody thinks that I still look young enough, then sure, absolutely. But as of right now, I still need to keep my day job because we got bills to pay, girl. What app do you use to edit your YouTube videos? I use, well, we have an, is it called an Apple? I don't even know. Is it like a Macintosh? Is it called an Apple? I'm so like out of the loop, guys. We have a Apple laptop and it has iMovie on it, and that is what I use to edit my videos. What's your favorite perfume? We know what you look like, but what do you smell like? Actually, I'm more like a body spray kind of person, because I love to like with my sprays. I actually have a little bit of my collection right over here. Let me bring you guys this way. That way y'all can see. I have my Aqua de Joia. I also have, my mom got me this one, my Chance Chanel. I need to do this thing with them. Bombshells in Bloom. This one was a really good one that I like a lot. That smells delicious. There's, ooh, my camera is not, how do I get it back? Where am I? I feel like I'm all crooked now, guys. Yikes, what's wrong with me? Good enough. I like floral or like citrusy, fruity kind of smells. Also have Beautiful Day from Bath and Body Works. I got 1,000 Wishes. I don't know, I got a whole bunch of stuff over here. And so I smell like whatever spray. That's what I smell like. Do you ever think about working with kids that have a birth defect? That's tough. A tough job in general. Like, seeing every day, seeing poor children that are having to struggle with life and things like that. I think that would like weigh on me. You know what I mean? Because I feel for people like that, and like every time like I pass like somebody on the street, like I say a little prayer for them, you know, to myself, and that's a job for somebody with a real tough like mind and a tough heart. If I wasn't such an empath, then I probably would. In that sense, it would be me helping somebody and yay, but I feel like me helping someone, I would probably cry every like little thing that I would have to do for them, just because like it hurts me to see them not be able to do it for themselves, you know? So that's a tough one. Yeah. Hello, can you do makeup tutorials and or beauty tips? Hair and makeup. Make videos on hair, tips how to take care of it, also some great hot spots in Texas. Have you tried any new hair products or have any new hair tips since your 2014 hair care video? Updated hair makeup routine. I love the way you curl your hair with a straightener. Thank you. Updated hair, nothing. I mean, I still do the same thing that I've been doing, that I've shared on my Instagram a few times, and that I have in an old YouTube from like 4 years ago. I still do the same thing with my hair. Updated makeup routine. I mean, I guess I could do that, but nothing's really changed, so yeah, I guess I could. What is your favorite enchilada? Yes. I love a good beef enchilada and a good chicken enchilada. I don't do like the enchiladas verdes. I don't do those, or like the other like stuff. Yeah, just a good chicken or a good beef one. Cheese too, but I just feel like there needs to be more. Like I need some like substance to it rather than just a tortilla and cheese. Like I need stuff. Eyebrows or makeup first? I do my brows more towards the end because I feel like when putting foundation on and then putting powder and then eyeshadow, I feel like it kind of makes them like look dusty. So once I do that, I wait till after my eyeshadow. So yeah, I do it kind of like in the middle. Like I do it before. I don't know. Girl, what kind? How can I not answer this? How can I not just like get it out? I don't know. Like I do it in the middle of my makeup routine. But yeah, like I said, definitely after my eyeshadow because yeah, well, no, because after I do my eyeshadow, then I do my face powder. So after I do that, God, why is this so like, why am I tripping up on this one? You've been in several relationships. How are you not pregnant? You take care of yourself? Just because I've been in relationships doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna get pregnant. That's not exactly how it works. Take care of myself? I guess you could say that. Like, hasn't happened yet, so yes, I take care of myself. What nude lipstick do you recommend? My favorite that I wear all the time, it is from NYX. It is their like butter lipstick or something like that, and it is in the color Snowcap, and you wear it along with their retractable lip liner in the color Nude. It's what I have on right now, and it is my favorite. It's like my go-to like lip color of all time, so that one. Favorite horror movie? I'm really not a horror movie kind of person. There was one that we saw actually not that long ago on Netflix, was it? I think. Or actually we saw two scary movies. I think I'm like combining the two in my head. One of them was where, like, I just remember, like, somebody, like, being up, like, in the corner of the room, and it was, like, creepy, and then all of a sudden you see him, like, crawl across the... I remember that was, like, super creepy, because it was dark in it, but you could, like, still see the person, like, up in the corner, and I remember, like, watching it and being like, oh, they're there! So, that was gross. There was another one that had something to do with, like, this weird, like, cult thing, and, like, with the mom dying, and, like, this lady that, like, comes in, and they're basically trying to, like... recruit the daughter to be like the king of this. I don't know, it was weird. It was a pretty creepy movie. Do you ever get sick of your boyfriend? Like, need space? Honestly, I don't. On top, like, I love his presence. I love him being there. And like, he's my best friend. Like, why would I not want to be around my best friend and stuff? So, do I get sick of him? I don't get sick of him, but like, if we're in an argument or something, or if we're like fighting, then like, I don't know, I don't want the wrong things to be said, or, you know, just, like, random things like that. So, like, I'll go to the room while he stays in the living room, and he usually ends up coming to the room, and he's like, come on. So, that's the answer for that one. Would you ever consider getting into acting? As a matter of fact, yes. I actually am submitting a few things to an agency here in the next few days, and so hopefully we will see what happens, see if I get signed with them, and see if I get any jobs. So, would you accept the job if they asked you to be the next Ariel on My Little Mermaid? Abso-freaking-lutely. I love that movie, and I would take up that job position or movie role in a heartbeat. So yes, absolutely. Hey, baby. He's home. Now I feel like I have to be all quiet and stuff because you're home. Planning on going to Texas, what do you recommend I see, do, or places to eat? I really don't know a whole bunch of like other places in Texas except for Corpus. If you had kids with you, you would want to go to Fun Trackers because that's a fun place. They have like go-karts. They have like the little I don't even know what it's called, where you're like up in the air and you're like on like ropes and things like that. They have like batting cages. They have they even have like a little kid like roller coaster there. They have like the water buggies. So that place is fun to go to. Or there's also, we have a few like trampoline parks. There's one called Get Air, and we also have Jumping World. Those are fun too. So places to eat, that depends. Like that's kind of hard to say. Like depends on what you want to eat. Oh, also you'd want to, depending on the weather, even though our beach is ugly, a lot of people like to go and just have fun and go out there and barbecue and drink and just have fun with friends and family. So that's another thing you can go ahead and do. That's another thing that you can do. Have you ever traveled to Europe? No, I have not, but I would like to go because I want to travel the world and just go to a whole bunch of different places and just make memories everywhere and take pictures at a whole bunch of different places and just explore and learn all new different things about a whole bunch of different places. So have I been? No, I have not, but I would love to go, and everywhere else in the world too. What is the last movie that you saw? Babe, what's the last movie we saw? I don't know. Both, like at home and at the movies.
Last movie we saw was...
We haven't been to the theaters in a while.
Ready Player One and Equalizer 2.
Ready Player One and Equalizer 2. And what do we see in the theaters? Because I know it's been a while since we've been to the theater.
Yeah, the last time we went to the movie theater was to go watch, what do you call it?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I don't remember. That's how long it's been.
Hold on. Aquaman.
Aquaman. Yeah, that was the last one that we went to. So, yes. If you're talking about in theaters, it was Aquaman. If you're talking about at home, then it was on Valentine's Day, and we watched Equalizer 2, which I actually fell asleep during, like, the whole thing. I only saw the first, like, 10 minutes of it because I was, like, super tired, and that was the worst Valentine date ever. And Ready Player One, which I missed, like, the first, like, 20 minutes of that one. But I woke up and saw the whole rest of that one, so we're good. So, yeah. Do you get shy or nervous when posing only in your bra and underwear? Actually, no. To me, I kind of think of it more as, like, it's no different than if I were to be at the beach in a bathing suit. Even though, like, it is your underwear and they technically call them your quote-unquote, like, your intimates. To me, I kind of feel like it's just the same thing. Now, like, if somebody's at my house, like, if, like, David's brother or, like, his cousin or friends are over, like, I'm not gonna be walking around in my underwear because that's different. I don't know why I see that as different. I just do. But, I mean, posting a picture, no, because I feel like you're posed a certain way, like you're covering a certain way, like I'm not just... But do I get shy? No, I don't. What kind of liquid foundation brushes do you use? At the moment, I'm using this one. It's a Real Techniques and it's their foundation brush. There's another one from Coastal Scents that I want to buy, and my sister has it. It is, I don't even know what it's called. It's like a Elite Flat Top something. And it has white bristles, I think, and it has like the brown wooden handle if you want to go take a look at it. I am like obsessed with that brush. Every time I'm at my sister's house, I'm always getting it. I'm always just like this, like on my face, just because it's so freaking soft. And there's another one. That one, I think she said she had got it for like $14, and I was actually just on the Coastal Scents website the other day, and it's on sale for like $9 something, and I was gonna get it, but I just haven't done it yet. And there's another one that I was reading the reviews on it, and it pretty much looks like the exact same brush. But that one, it's even cheaper. It's like $4, and the reviews on that one, there's like a whole bunch of reviews, and they're all amazing reviews. So I think I want to get that one, even though I'm still kind of obsessed with my sister's brush. I might go ahead and just get both of the brushes because I'm kind of weird like that. So at the moment, I'm using this one because I just have it at the moment right now. But I want to get those two because, like I said, one of them I'm obsessed with, and the other one I want to try it out. What is your favorite thing to do in Corpus? Like fun stuff. Like I said, Fun Trackers is fun to do because there's a whole bunch of different things that you can do there. Also at Jumping World, even though it's like the jumping trampoline place, there's also a bar there, like a full bar. So that's pretty cool. Also, while you take your kids and they're out there jumping, having fun, you can be in the back having a beer or a cocktail or a glass of wine, enjoying yourself. There's also pool tables in there too. So that's pretty cool. So that's fun to do. Also, I'm the type that I have fun with anything and everything that we do. So even if we're just like going out to have drinks with friends, like I'm totally cool with that and have like the best time ever. Why do I still have this? I can put that back. How do you deal with changes? I'm the type that I don't like change. I'm one of those kind of people. How do I deal with it? It's kind of one of those, you just gotta suck it up and accept it. Really. I mean, everything changes. That's inevitable. And as much as you don't want to change, it's going to, and you just have to roll with the punches and just go with it. Just accept it and know that it's gonna happen. Favorite lip products or a skincare / makeup routine? Favorite lip product would have to be my favorite lipstick that I use all the time, which is the NYX Snow Cap, along with the, why did I say NYX Snow Cap? That's only one product. Along with the number 2 lip liner, the retractable lip liner in the shade Nude. Makeup routine, that's kind of a long, drawn out thing. I'll probably make I think I will go ahead and do an updated makeup routine. Can you do a haul? I'm really not the type that just go out and buy like a whole bunch of stuff and like be able to come home and be like, look at all the stuff that I got. But if I ever do, sure, I will. Have you ever been to Cowboy Stadium in Dallas? No, I have not. I've never been to a Dallas game, but it's actually something that we've been talking about because David and like all his family are like huge Cowboy fans, and that's like one thing they really want to do is to go see a game. So I've never been to Dallas Stadium, but I have been to, I don't even know what it's called, but the Houston Texans. I've been to a game over there whenever they played the Denver Broncos like years ago, probably like 10 years ago. So I've been to that stadium, but Dallas, no, I have not. Maybe one day. Will you do a favorite drugstore makeup video? All my makeup is pretty much drugstore up until like recently. I just slowly started getting more like name brand stuff, but yeah, I mean, I guess I can go ahead and do like a favorites on it. So that's a video idea. Thank you for that in the future. What's your dream vacation? Somewhere like far, beautiful beach, tropical, like clear blue water, those type where you're like sitting, like laying out in a hammock between two trees and I got like a friggin' strawberry margarita or a daiquiri in my hand. One of those kind of vacations is like ideal for me. What do you do for work? I actually had said that in one of my last videos in my what have I been doing with my life video, and in that video I said that I am a receptionist at a law firm here in downtown Corpus. How tall are you? I am 5'9", thanks to my dad. How long does it take you to do your makeup, girl? From very start to the very end, if I'm fresh out of the shower, including my shower, until the very end of me, I know it said makeup, but I'm talking about my whole routine altogether. It takes me probably a total of like 2.5 to 3 hours, and that is shower, makeup, and then to blow dry my hair, and if I'm gonna straighten it or anything like that, total of about 2.5 hours. If I do just probably I'm lying, I'm probably closer to like 3. If I've already showered and I'm doing just my makeup alone, that's probably like close to 2. God, that's so, why does that take so long? Yeah, it takes a long time. Alright, so that is it for my questions and answers. In my next video, I will be announcing the giveaway that I have planned coming up. I checked my email today, and mind you, today is Tuesday. It says that I should be getting I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. I should be getting it in the mail by Thursday, so hopefully, or definitely by the next time I make my next video, I will have it in hand, and I will be announcing what my giveaway is going to be, and you guys do not want to miss that. But that is pretty much it for my video for today. If you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below of other videos and things that you guys would like to see, because all my videos are because of you guys. Again, also, if you haven't already, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I think that is all that I have to say for today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! It's gonna fuck it.